notice I don't have any notes. I don't need any notes. I've been fighting for this for over 20 years. Before I became a legislator, I was fighting for it with the unions and still fighting for it today. And you know, I just happened to think, the other day they were talking about Ted Kennedy, how he just had an operation, a brain tumor, and he said he couldn't wait to get back to work again so that he could give health care for those who don't have it. Why in the hell do we have to have people like him that could afford any kind of health care he wants, anytime he wants it, and still out there fighting for us? And you know, I want to give special credit for Joellen. I mean, I've been arguing about this case for 20 years, and she finally brought it to the surface, which is something that should have been a long time ago. I used to hear the arguments about we have to have access. Access is not a good word for me, because access is what Nancy Johnson used to say. Oh, you can have access, as long as you can pay for it, you can have access to anything you want. Well, I never liked it, I still don't like it, and I hate being blackmailed, which is what we're doing now. And that brings us to the point about the insurance companies. There's a pooling bill right now that is fought for by who? By those people that most of them have insurance already. So people out there should realize that there are people out there fighting your battles for you. And we do it all the time. And I say we, I'm a UAW member, a proud UAW member, and I never fought for anything that anybody and everybody that works for a living didn't get access to one way or the other. And that is including minimum wage and the gas or whatever you want to say. I know what it's really like because I know what I'm an everyday person and I know what people are thinking. The other thing about the insurance companies, now that I'm a legislator, the first things that always is said is that, well, we're going to go up on the prices. And then, of course, I got to ask that hard questions like, why? I can't understand why. Why are we going to go up on the prices? Why are we going to lose jobs if something makes it cheaper for people to buy insurance into a pool that makes it pool bigger so that more people or less people have to pay a lower price? More people have to pay a lower price. So why are we going to lose jobs, and why can't we afford something that makes it better? I'll tell you why. Because certain people are making a profit off of us, and if we leave it alone, that's what happens. So I'm going to urge the city council, which I'm almost confident that they'll have the heart enough to go ahead and support this resolution. And also I'm going to urge the governor to support that pooling bill because it is finally seen its time. It's come to fruition after 20 years. It's finally seen its time, and people realize that it's no law against having good health. And you know, prices are going up today. Why can't you go in there and afford health? Because people, and why are the costs going up? And they're saying, well, less people are using the system because they're now healthier. That's not true. They're not using the system because they can't afford to pay the doctor or the emergency room or anybody else. So people are dying because they can't afford something. And everybody in this country, in this state, should be able to afford to live and live comfortably. Thank you all for your time.